Hello and welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And even though we finished the main portion of Endwalker last night after a very long stream, we're not done yet. There is still the 6.1 to 6.55 quests to take care of. There's I think there's still around 40-ish quests left to do. So should be a lot of fun. We get a completely original story. Well, as far as I know, we get a short story rather than set up anything to finish off Endwalker or anything to set up Dawn Trail. It's just its own self-contained story as far as I can tell. Eggroll, thank you very much for those 200 bits saying everyone needs to go watch the GVG Monster Hunter Wilds video. It needs the views and you get some awesome info with a gorgeous trailer. Yes. Ash did his best to cover Monster Hunter, since Brandon wasn't there to do it himself. And Brandon was definitely giving definitely giving instructions of what to ask and what to sort of get figured out. So we did our best on that. But yeah, Monster Hunter doesn't always get the most views on the channel or anything like that, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So it might grow over time. Brandon certainly wants it to. Sonic Joe, that'd be very, very difficult if you request a game. After this, it's Mega Man. And I want to try to stick to a pretty set schedule for that as best as I can. And actually, that leads me into a nice segue. Because I didn't want to talk about this last night because I knew it was going to be a little bit long and it's all story focused. This is, a bit more casual with everything going on. First of all, one quick thing to note is Amy is not with me right now. And that is because the poor thing has been stuck at a dance rehearsal for ages. Yeah. Well, first of all, Kat Evie, thank you very much for the 100 bits saying good news. I checked online to see if I have a report for jury duty tomorrow, and they don't need any jurors, and I have served. So nice. That is perfect. So yeah, so Sydney goes to dance with, she has 3 different dance classes, and they have a rehearsal because the classes are almost over, and they're going to put on their big show. I think they went in there around 6 o'clock. They left around 5-ish, my time. Probably thanks to traffic, they got there just at the time they were supposed to be. So around 6-ish or something like that. And apparently just things have been going wrong and they've been going so slow and they've been, I don't know, just not going well. So they are still in the middle of all that, the last I know. Like, Amy has not said that she's on her way home yet. No idea when that's going to happen, so who knows. Yeah, we're definitely tired. We're definitely tired, Eggroll, but yeah, we're hanging in there. So I don't know when Amy will get here, but hopefully soonish. That's all I can say. Otherwise, I want to do a bit of a breakdown address one other thing. So, we're almost, we're on the home stretch for Endwalker, getting things done. So we'll be starting up with Mega Man on Wednesdays after that, finally starting the Mega Mania marathon. And I have expanded the games we're playing because I found more. Oh, I was saying there was previously 64 games we're covering. Yeah, that's up to 71 now. 71 Mega Man games on the docket. This ought to be interesting. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I just, I kept finding some candidates and got them added in. Poor Callie is here and she is meowing for Amy. She's like, she's supposed to be in here by now. I don't want to see. Here's the fun part. I don't want to reveal it. I don't I don't want to reveal what those games are exactly. All the hint I will give is I found a few more Japanese only games that I didn't realize were viable, and some Taiwanese games that were published by Capcom. So, yeah. And an NES game I missed. So, yeah, there's quite a bit to see involving that. The other thing to mention is in 10 days, on the 22nd, we'll be doing our Bloodborne subathon in order to help pay for the freaking car bills that Amy and I have. Getting those fixed up. Those were certainly not cheap. So I just wanted to do a quick breakdown of what you guys can expect from the that. Yeah, Callie's at my legs, just rubbing against me. She wants Amy so bad. she wants Amy down here around so badly. She misses her. So it's going to work like Yakuza, where both bits and subs will be extending a timer. The typical thing of 100 bits is 1 minute added. One sub is 2 minutes. A level 2 sub is 5 minutes, and level 3 sub is 10 minutes. 500 bits. Amy had an idea that I thought was kind of fun. So we have this board that we can put up behind me. So I'll be facing this way, for example, when this way towards this area, so this entire back will be open, and we'll have a board behind us, and every time somebody donates at 500 bits, I'm gonna write your name on a post-it note or just something and slap it on the board, and we'll see how much we can fill it up with, how many names we can get there. And each time it's 500 bits, I'll pop another name on there, because again, this was Alpha and VMN's request to not torture myself too much with things. At 1,000 bits, if you donate 1,000 bits, this will tie into the death tally aspect of death tally of things. So again, I mentioned that whoever has killed me the most as death will have their game moved to the Thursday slot once we get through the single stream sessions that are currently on the docket. So we have that whole thing going on. But if you donate 1,000 bits, you have a choice. You can either have me come to a stop for 5 seconds. I put down the controller for 5 seconds and cannot move in Bloodborne, or I put on the Majima eye patch from the Yakuza stream and wear that for 5 minutes and be hindered. So you can get a guaranteed death almost, depending on your timing, with having me come to a stop, or have me be encumbered a bit for a longer amount of time. So, I figure so. I figure. As for our sub goals and whatnot. We got the usual 10 subs. Just you guys should get to choose my profile pick for social media again. At 30 subs, we'll integrate the new Spamton emote. And then we also have the new emotes being implemented at 50, 75, and 150. We don't know exactly what those are yet. We need to talk to you guys about what kind of emotions you want to be there and what could be best represented. And I want to talk to you all about that, about what could work. But we have all that. Otherwise, and just to keep this simple, every 100 subs, so if we hit 100, 200, 300, 400, and so forth, that will unlock another optional boss. And I had them initially written down like this specific boss, but I don't know how exactly they show up or how they might come across. So I'll have a list of them to know if I've run into them, like if they're optional or not. But yeah, we'll unlock more optional bosses that for me to fight the more as we get each of those subs integrated. At 250 subs, you guys get to choose the costume from our old set. I mean, I could also look into doing A Bloodborne outfit is not exactly easy. Amy might be able to make a hat for that sort of thing. But I don't know for sure. So we're just going to go off the idea that you guys are going to be able, once we get to 250 subs, you guys get to choose the outfit. You can choose Shrek, my Stu Pickles outfit, my Tails outfit, my Zero Suit Samus outfit, back into the Kiryu suit, the Bowser suit, or the TMNT shirt. So we'll see how that all goes. At 350 subs, I have to take on one of a Chalice dungeon. At 450 subs, I wanted to get some motion stuff out there, like the dances and singing from Yakuza. So if we get to 450 subs, I will recreate on camera all the base gestures that are available in Bloodborne and just act them all out in front of you guys, whatever they might be. At 900 subs, we will recreate all the unlockable gestures and do all those or gestures. At 1,000 subs, we'll unlock me doing the Old Hunters DLC. At 1,500, I'll take on the optional boss of that game, Lawrence, the first vicar. And then at 2,000 subs, I will unlock me streaming every day in August. 3,000 subs is me streaming every day in October. And once again, the top donators for both the bits and the subs will help choose the next subathon. So that's what I have set up right now. There's also an extra thing thanks to Polyglot going to Japan. They made this suggestion. I don't think I have any thing for it, but let's say I'm stuck. I need to get past a boss. I need to call in help and hope that I can have somebody help me get out of a tight spot and maybe to take on a boss, beat a boss I've been struggling with. Yeah, if I have to resort to that, I need to take a punishment. What's the punishment? I have to try some shredded squid from Japan. I don't like seafood. I've never had squid. I don't want to resort to a boss to getting help. So there's our food option for that. So there's the basic rundown. And yes, I am killing time just in case Amy gets here a little bit more. Has a bit more time to catch up to us. But that's the breakdown of Mega Man so far, and that. And I should say that if we do hit me streaming every day in August, and crazy enough, if we hit streaming every day in October, every one of those extra slots will be Mega Man. So, calamari is your favorite food. Last, no. But yeah, if we stream every day in August, all the extra days, more Mega Man. If we stream every day in October, all those extra days, Mega Man. So if you want more Mega Man, that's how we need to hit those stretch goals, those sub goals. Polyglot didn't only just get me squid from Japan though. She was also very kind to get me some Robin stickers. So we got Enos Lobby Robin looking really cute. We got post time skip Robin looking fashionable. Robin's my favorite character. And then one I haven't gotten to yet, Wano Robin, which I like the outfit, looks good. So these are very cute. I was happy to get these. That was very kind of Polyglot to pick those up while she was in Japan. So, and hey, if I ever get to go back, I also have the point card. So, I just need a few more points. Need to go back to Japan, just get a few more points and I'll get something. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, that is that for now. Let's go ahead and start our newfound adventure, shall we? Let's talk to Tataru. Oh, you definitely picked well, Polyglot. All right. Milan, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I was about to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Oh yeah, I decided to go more casual, get out of my armor, and have the comfier, more suave red mage outfit. Nothing like some tea with Tataru. Ooh, and some muffins and donuts and cookies. Now we're talking. We both have a feather in our cap. It's so empty.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Not really. She has a spy network. Nah, a grand new adventure, of course.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Ooh.
You fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
I like the sound of that. That's a great idea, but where to start?
Oh, with so many exciting places to choose from, it's hard to narrow it down. But I believe I have the perfect destination in mind.
I already banned the bot.
Thavnair. That's where you should go next.
Oh, really? I mean, it's been a while since we've seen it not on fire.
A proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Ritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Wonder what kind of outfit she'll get in Dawn Trail.
Have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the bounty? As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
I mean, if Emmett Selk said so.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world.
Yeah, that's basically what they're saying, Egg Roll.
I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress. Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
You're the best, Tataru. Aw, Claxon, thank you very much for the tier 1 saying hello. I don't usually tune into these streams as I'm not into 14, but I figure I might as well tune in and lurk. Also, I recently got Nier Automata with some birthday money. Excited to play it later. Ooh, that's exciting. Oh, she sews it herself. I don't think I realized that.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I'm one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
But yeah, I hope you're doing well, Claxon. I know it's been a lot of Final Fantasy XIV lately.
I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across. Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Odds forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
She knows us so well. Well, this doesn't look inviting. I hope the studies are going well, Klaxond. If we didn't know that Xenos was dead, I know Amy would be like, "Is that Xenos?" She'd be freaking out. Newfound adventure. I don't think we've gotten little title cards like that before. Hey, Linky.
Ah, you're awake. My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga?
I don't know if I call that a pleasant
Either
dream.
way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Let's do it. Tataru has to come with us to Dawn Trail, right? Tutorial? Ah, they wanted to absolutely delineate that it was a new mini arc. Makes sense. By the way, I just heard Amy get home. I don't know how long it'll be until she pops in, but there's that at least. If she goes, there's no challenge or plot or hope will bow to her. I can also see them making the excuses like, well, I need to hold down the fort while you're off, but also saying, it's like, well, we need that's new financing opportunities. Missed all of one cutscene. Yeah, we took our time. Oops, missed it. Here we go. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. And no napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. The final adjustment to the hem. All done. Let's see how it looks on the mannequin. Well, what do you think? Doesn't it just scream ready for a bold new adventure? Not bad. Not my favorite, just looking at it. I'm so glad you approve. What have you outdone yourself? Starting simple again? That makes sense. Oh, stop. You'll make me blush. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, wherever did he purchase those stylish yet practical garments? I'll be right back. Callie knows that Amy's home and desperately wants out of the room. And before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place orders at Tataru Taru's boutique. I can hear it now, the merry clink-clink of gil overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Okay. I guess if I really wanted, I could glamour this. Burgeoning merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Oh god. Something to keep in mind in any case. So has a decade passed in game? That can't be the case because... Oh. Oh, that's cool. An in-game explanation of everybody. I love stuff like this. I'm surprised it's so light on what's in there. New entries for prominent terms and characters will be added to the codex as you progress through the main scenario quests. Huh. Retirement clothes. Gets expanded as you go further. Cool. Bountiful Ruins. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip, and the best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnir, I suggest you explore your options at Marie's Mayhane, the finest drinking establishment in Radzat-Han. Claxon, the subathon is going to be on the 22nd, starting at 10 a.m. So you can look forward to that. Charm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local tale-tellers, but also share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Let's see. And Ice Climber Kirby, I have not been to Super Nintendo World, so it's probably going to be a long time till I get to go there. Now I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Milan, and may fair fortune find you. Alright. Let's get out of here into the light. And we'll pop on these clothes, see what we got. Let's see. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. That's alright. Wow, it is very simple. Don't like it. Why does this outfit not have any pants? That's a good question. No, I did not mean to do that. No, get it off, get it off. It's basically Link's tunic. Yeah, I suppose so. Alright, off to Rods at Han. That might be Tataru's weakest work. Sad to say. Now, I've certainly heard some mixed reactions to these set of quests. Yep. That is true. She does have a side quest line in Endwalker. Is this the first time we got to hear this song, like the music for this place, without like the world ending? I think it is. Look, the sky is blue. Weird. That is... Amy was wearing this outfit for a long time. I've never taken a good look at it like male dancers, because the female dancer just seems so much better for it. Love the song. Welcome to Reed's Mayhane. Oh, hello. I did not recognize you at first. Are you here alone? Let me find you a table. Ruins beneath the bounty. Would you be speaking of the sunken treasure vault? We have one regular, a historian in fact, who could tell you all about it. Ah, there he is, Professor Jalheen. I thought I saw him coming in. Although a somewhat private sort, the professor is quick to befriend those who share his fondness for the Mayhane's unique beverages. Offer him any drink from our selection, and he should happily share everything he knows about the vault you seek, and a few other odd bits besides. Whatever you buy for him is on the house, by the way. If Mareed found out I took coin from Thavnair's savior, she would have me scrubbing pots for a week. Alright, let's go wet his whistle. Yes. Alright, let's do it. And what may I do you for, my Eorzean friend? Oh, just a friendly chat. How about a drink? Well, I certainly wouldn't say no to a drink freely offered. Let's get him drunk. Here we are, one of Mareed's finest. Enjoy. Ah, lovely. Bottoms up. Wow. One gulp. That was very kind of you, sir, but I know when I'm being softened up. What is it that you want from me? Oh, chasing down that old tale, are you? It does seem to appeal to the adventurous at heart. Now, where to begin? Might I assume you've heard of Azadal? He was Khan of the Ori tribe which sailed to Thavnair from the mainland, and a key figure in the history of Rods at Han. I have not bothered putting materia on my Red Mage or Dragoon simply because they're going to be replaced in 14 days, 16 days. So I don't think it's necessary. His decision to aid the Arxador is what ultimately won them the war against the Gajasura, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city-state. The truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Azadal III, who is known for his deeds as Satra in Radzat Han's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled to another world entirely and returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with a certain worm of the first brood. Then there is the tale of the sunken vault, the one you seemed most curious about. According to this legend, Azadal III claimed a small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching clear to the bottom of the sea, a deep and secret storehouse, and locked all his worldly wealth within. In the centuries since, whenever a natural disaster or hardship befell Radzat Han, folk would remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune, but precious few ever made it home. Would you like to hear more? My apologies, I have a slight tickle in... Oh, my cup appears to be empty. Mihiel, another round for the professor. Ah, I see we've reached an understanding. You're a sharp one, adventurer. This guy knows how to work it. Oh, today was a splendid day to visit the Mayhane. Mayhane? I still don't know how to pronounce that properly. Where are we? Ah, yes. Those who did return from seeking the treasure vault flatly refused to speak of what they saw. Man, it's a strong drink to get them done in two cups. That's a big cup. Did this discourage others? Nay, quite the opposite. Such accounts only served to feed the legend, and the golden lure grew stronger than ever before. That reminds me of something Azama was saying. Azama's fellow connoisseur of spiritist portables. Yes, he is. Anyway, he was saying that one of his acquaintances went after the treasure himself. Hasn't been seen since he set sail, I hear, but he did have... no, I can say no more. Or he's a lightweight, that's true. Oh, you have internet from your Airbnb. That's awesome, VOD56. Hope you're really enjoying Cusco. You seem a generous sort. What kind of man would I be to encourage what is clearly a foolhardy quest? If my word sent you to your death, I could never live with myself. I'm no stranger to peril. Nah, I'll be fine, Sumomweni. Is that so? Well, perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale. Perhaps it's your turn to tell a tale then. What manner of dangers have you faced? Oh, you have no idea, buddy. The very edge of existence? From anyone else, I'd struggle to believe it, but I recognize you now. You're the hero of the final days. A drink. I need another drink to settle my nerves. Mihiel, or of the same, if you please. As you wish, but this one is on your coin, Professor. Face the end of the world, nothing major, you know, as it goes. No worries, Fa. Oh god, he's gonna fall out of his seat. Anyway, you being who you are, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to share a little more. This friend of Azama's, he was desperate to buy a treasure map, one which showed the way to the entrance of the vault. Seems he could only get it from some merchant. What's his name? Oh, going well, Fa. We're just making a little bit. Amy will be here. She's just a bit late because of other things going on, going much later than we ever imagined. Bah, I forget. Let's drink to a toast to you, my new best friend. Mihiel, more drinks. We're going to signal for water instead. No worries, Geeky. Your drink, sir. Ah, marvelous. I am parched. Well, water will fix that. That was water. Did you tell her to bring me water? Still, that's probably for the best. Very kind of you, really. My head will surely thank you in the morning. I seem to have overindulged. I am put in the mind of the words of Master Jalzahn. Be wary of how much you drink you swallow, lest it swallow you. Forgive me, I will subject you no more to those of these unseemly antics. If you want to speak with Azama, well, as I said, we share a taste for the Mayhen's fine spirits. He probably came in as we were talking. I wish you fortune in finding your fortune. He's definitely a kinder drunk. You appear to have learned all that Jalheen has to share regarding the undersea vault. To find out more, you'll need to locate a man by the name of Azama. There he is. Yes, I am Azama, and who might you be? All true, I'm afraid. My friend took a ship out in search of Azadal's legacy, and I've been watching for his sails ever since. I tried to dissuade him, of course, but he refused to listen. All he could talk about was finding that vault. And that look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't common gold or jewels he lusted after. He was hunting Azadal III's otherworldly horde, and his ambition would not be denied. I see it in you too, that appetite for the mysterious and the unknown. But I'll not attempt to turn you from your path. I know too well the futility of that endeavor. So I will tell you what my friend told me, how he convinced a merchant in the bazaar to give him the rough location of the vault's entrance. It seems this merchant, one Zashal I believe, is selling a map which shows the exact route, but my friend's purse was too light for its exorbitant price. With what meager wealth he had, he instead paid to learn that there are ruins on a small island somewhere in the bounty, and within those ruins hides the path to the vault deep below. If you truly intend on seeking Azadal's treasure, I suggest you put your affairs in order. I wish things were different, but I do not believe my friend is ever coming home.
Ashal, please! You must let me have that treasure map!
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
Apparently not.
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment?
Portion of the treasure?
As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Azadal III, one of the great satraps of Radzat Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadal Khan.
A map to Alzadal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away.
I could always use more money.
Be glad I am no such king boy. Your scrawny-eyed would never return with that treasure alive.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map. Whatever
Oh, they are in cahoots.
pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
That is this is a con. This is such a con. Oh, hi, Estinian. Oh, wait. Oh, no.
What of you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadal's lost fortune.
Well,
A fortune, you say?
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
why do I get the feeling each update will have us interact with one of the Scions? Like go to one of their locations.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price?
Estinian. How is he worse than Alphino with money?
Well met, my friend. Someone is dressed for adventure.
You know it. Got some sick threads.
Favner of all places. Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping.
He has the heart of gold, but the brains of a squid. Oh look, it's Estinian's brains.
Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
And now I fleece one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
He's like, oh, I am going to hell.
Not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
I never took you for a treasure hunter.
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days.
Ah,
I hope to do for
good heart.
Fafnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Nice callback.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant.
Oh, he's sharper than you'd think.
Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent. Whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
He might be learning. Very altruistic.
You are coming along, yes?
Well, of course. Naturally. I'm a little sad the hat covers my eyes, but oh well.
Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
I like this adventurous music we're getting. This is nice. A buddy adventure. Not a fan of headgear in general. Yeah, it can definitely be a little rough. Polyglot, you're actually playing Triple Triad? Gotta say, I'm a bit surprised by that. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavner at Vertra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Hannish delights to refuse. He wishes me to train the Radiant Host in lance work. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a traveler. Hi. Man, you were quiet. I didn't hear you open the door at all. I heard the garage. I didn't hear the bedroom door. Yeah. Here. Everybody missed you, so you talk with them while I get you set up. I gave him a little bit of an update about the ridiculousness that you had to go through.
Did you tell him about the smoke?
I did not tell him about the smoke, so you can.
Hello,
I
everyone.
Know the full story on that one, so I just left that.
Oh man, I look ragged. It's been such a long day.
When did you leave? Like
we left at 3:30.
3:30? I thought it was like 5.
And we got home at 10.
Oh God.
Well, a little before 10. Hi everyone.
Poor Sydney has to wake up in the morning.
Sydney was, she was dragging. That's part of the reason why I'm late. She was so hungry. I had to make her and me food because we didn't have dinner or anything. All right, let's see.
Did you see the
Callie missed me. Aww.
Yeah, Callie is in here.
Mary's like, I'm glad you're free. Oh my goodness. Sydney did great though. Actually, give me my phone. I gotta be proud mama. So I'll show you guys the funny thing that, well, funny, whatever, I don't know. It's funny to me now because it's just one of those things like, what more can go wrong? But a bunch of smoke started pouring out of the theater. Here, you can see, oh, turn. Actually, can you see?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Like all the, for some reason they like accidentally released all the steam stuff, you know, that like special effect. So a bunch of the kids started coughing. It was so sad, but also kind of funny. But yeah, so Sydney was doing her rehearsal. Let me find a good picture of her performance. So here's one, her jazz number. And then, what other pictures can I show? Here's another one from I took a bunch in the jazz. Oh, it's not very focused. Oh well, you can see her shape. And then, her ballet was really good as well. So she's doing ballet, jazz, lyrical, and I feel bad because her hip hop dance, they got the wrong music. All right, here we go. You can kind of see some of the dancing. But it was really cool. She did a great job. What else?
I need to go get some water.
Here's her kind of solo moment.
I need to go get some water, but you're queued up and good to go. I'll be right back, everyone.
Derek is going to be back soon.
I need more water.
So there's my proud mama moment. And yeah, I am definitely running on fumes. I look so ragged every time I look in the mirror or the little preview. Oh my gosh. All right, so what's up, everyone? Let's have a little chatteroni here. My sister was actually a dance girl, still is, but now she choreographs as well. That's so cool. Works well with the Bollywood music we have going on. Oh yeah, what's the music right now? Let's hear what's going on. Oh yeah, actually it does kind of work with that. That's pretty funny. I am definitely, yeah, super tired. Especially because we didn't get to bed until like 3 a.m. last night because of this stream. Oh my gosh. I do not drink coffee, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be drinking coffee earlier today. I just never got a taste for it. And surprisingly, neither did Derek. So both of us are not really coffee drinkers. Time to relax with 14, yeah, and then crash. I'm so tired. Anyway, have you ever been so tired where you're like, you have this weird fake energy that is like so shallow, not like real energy. You're just like, oh my gosh, it's so great, everyone. That's what's happening to me right now. Green tea and pass out. More coffee for us fiends. Adrenaline, I guess it's just adrenaline. The second wind, yeah. I sing a lot whenever I'm extra tired too. So if you hear me like humming and singing back there.
Trust me, I do not. I'm starting to feel it too. So we're not going to go beyond 12 tonight. I started late, but
thank you all for letting me hijack the stream.
I've been feeling it as we've been playing. I can definitely.
Oh, I am tired. I am so I got dizzy when I was in the theater.
Oh no.
I got legit vertigo, and I was like, well, this is not a good time for this to happen because I didn't have my water, and I was like, I don't know what to do. There's smoke coming down. I'm dizzy.
It's a real shame you didn't have your water with you this day.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, we'll take care of ourselves.
I feel so loopy.
I think you'll enjoy these quests so far. They've been fun. Alright. But that is a tale for another time. What we need now is a merchant or a trawler with a ship fit for the open seas. Matsuya is a fisherman by trade, yes? We should head to Akiali and see if he can help us. Ooh, we're going to see...
I'm about to go there without moving worlds.
Get to see Mashia again.
She could change worlds.
Yeah, I know. Good night, Egg Roll. Take care.
Good night.
You're gonna get. It's gonna be a bit yet for you, but you'll get to see Thavnir without, apocalyptic stuff happening.
I am so behind.
You're really not that far behind.
I was an hour late to the stream.
Yeah, I started late, but
Oh, you did?
yeah. Plus, I took a bunch of time talking about Mega Man and the subathon, just to give you a bit of extra time. I'm only 2 quests in. I'm about to finish up the second quest, so. Or is this the third?
Your stream so I can get my points.
Yeah. And yes, it is nice to be able to fly around here now. Need to do that with some of the other places, but at least we got Thavnir. I'm hoping to hire a ship, of course, rather than buy one. My funds would not stretch quite that far. Oh yeah, Ash is definitely running on fumes as well. I think he's been asleep for a long time. He took a while to wake up.
Could have slept all day today.
It's just happened to be like one of the busier days.
This literally was the busiest day.
Oh yeah, day after tomorrow is SMT5 Vengeance. My friends, what brings you to our humble village? So you need a seaworthy vessel to seek these ruins. Considering it was your deeds which allowed us to return to fishing, I should think everyone would be glad for a chance to repay the favor. Wait here, and I will have a boat stocked and ready for you in no time at all. And we could just call in all the favors now. Have you noticed our little shadow? He's been following us since we left the city. We see you there, boy. Show yourself. Ah, it is you. Do you know how far out of our way we walked so that you'd not cross paths with some wild beast? I'm sorry, sir, but aren't you the heroes who saved Thavnir? You are, I know you are. And I've gone and cheated you. I worked with Zashal, you see, the map merchant. It's my job to play the pleading orphan and convince the crowd his wares are worth the price he asks. I'm ashamed of what I've done and beg for your forgiveness. If not for you, my sister and I would never have... Well, we'd be... Enough. I know your game and I paid the price willingly. A fortunate purchase, as it turns out, for my friend here was seeking those very ruins. You are kind to overlook the wrong I have done you, but there is more you need to know. The map you bought is very real, as is the island it shows. I overheard Zashal selling the information to another customer. He told that man where he needed to search, about the ruins, about the vault, about everything. Then the man sailed out to find his fortune, never to return. You cannot go alone to that place. You should have more friends with you, maybe even a whole army. Kid, I stopped the end of the world. It's fine. I do not doubt the ruins hold danger, but I assure you, between the two of us, there is little we cannot overcome. Please, I cannot bear the thought of... Meanwhile, Amy gets to have tea with Tataru. We might need a hand moving the treasure.
I just poured water on myself.
That's about right. Assuming we find any. Still, it may prove wise to bring some companions along all the same. Any ideas on whom to approach? The Scions have scattered far and wide since our last gathering. Oh, I get to choose. Who would I choose? Let's get Grahan Kryl in here. It's not that exciting.
Oh no, it's not good.
I don't think so. It's meant to signify you starting it's a new beginning, so it's simple. Kryl may have her hands full of rebuilding the students, but if you reach out to Graha, he would surely leap at the invitation. Was the Bell and Sayo option? That's a good point. Will that set your mind at ease? Yes, if that man is as strong as you, is he though? Strong, I mean. Yeah, we still have to do the Hildebrand Stormblood quest, so don't worry about it. We'll worry about all that other stuff off stream. We are just here for the story. What's your name, boy? Murad, sir. Well, Murad, your life is yours to live as you will, but I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe.
Look at my character. It's like how I really feel.
Yeah, very pretty much.
My character's falling asleep as she says.
I'm not proud of what I do, but what choice do I have? We need to eat, and everyone's too busy rebuilding their own lives to bother with two grubby orphans. Wait, boy. I didn't take this roundabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Let me walk you back to the city gates. Thank you, sir. Call me Estinian. I was telling the chat that if you didn't know that Xenos was definitely dead.
That's freaking Xenos.
Yeah, I knew your reaction to seeing that.
And returned, yeah, I would have been freaking out.
You definitely would have been freaking out.
If that's actually Xenos, I will be livid.
It is not. It is not. He is dead, Amy.
Like confirmed is not
confirmed
him?
by
Like you saw it.
confirmed.
Like you
No,
saw
I have not seen it, but it's confirmed by Yoshi P himself. He is dead.
That didn't stop it before. He was beheaded before and he still was alive.
I shall leave you to recruit Graha. He'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. Oh wow, so you really could just pick whichever scion you wanted. That's interesting. As I recall, he was based at the Annex. Someone there ought to be able to point you in the right direction. Let us be off too, Murad. Do me a favor and don't stray from the path. Wonder who most people pick for this. I was more excited about trying to get Kryl in on the action, but oh well. Oh, all the other sign options Estinian gives a rebuttal to. You just picked the correct choice first. Wow. Well, go figure. Although Graha is all about, like, tell me when you have an adventure coming up. So that makes sense. Whoops.
Do you think our home base will stay the same?
From this point on, yeah, I think so. Although I guess they could change it. Man, so many little quests around. Something I'll have to grab at another time. I interpret this as so many people working to catch up. Ah, look who it is. Welcome back, Milan. What might the students do for you? You went through every other option because you were still salty with Kryl. Graha, yes, he's in the main hall with Mistress Kryl. They've been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. Oh god, look at all those papers. Maybe this will be the new base.
Ah, Urgica, my good man. Would you be so kind
It's okay.
as
Actually.
to...
Like, if I dyed that green, I would be very happy with my link.
Oh, isn't
Oh,
this
okay.
a pleasant surprise?
I didn't dig
I
it.
like it.
I wish you had sent
it.
word
It
ahead.
looks like Link to me,
I thought
but
I was having visions
no,
for a
guy
moment
died.
there.
Yeah.
I like it.
What are you two working on?
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities. We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Fowl.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come. But what brings you to the Annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around? The treasure vault of Alzadal III.
What is this?
And you're looking
Welcome
for
to
companions
a
to join you on this
encyclopedia actually going over the details of all the characters. That fills out as you go along.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you actually get a breakdown of all the stuff.
Oh, that's
Explanations. Yeah.
I bet you like this too.
Oh yeah, I love stuff like that. I'm all about that sort of thing.
Ooh.
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which I had hoped to ask for your assistance.
Graha's all about, oh gosh, his tail's wagging.
Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned.
Friggin'
Go,
Graha.
Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
I'm sure.
He gets to be
Just try
adorable.
to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already. Have you asked anyone else to come along? Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
Oh. That's our party of 4.
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she's spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Charlian the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenon. Considering what you've told us of Alzadal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
3 Makote, Three Makote, a treasure, and a and an Estinian, and Elvon for this adventure.
Splendid. Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger. He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like.
Getting quite the party involved.
From what I can gather, the Loperites are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadal's legacy firsthand.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes. If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Oh, it makes sense. I figured we're filling out the party, but it's still fun.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
I can't wait till you get to be a Pictomancer, Kryl.
Right.
You deserve it.
Then it's off to the library.
So far, this is exactly the type of quest you love.
Oh yeah, why is that?
It's just easy going. Happy. Graha has been added, and Kryl. Oh, he has a long section.
Guy I just met.
No, Estinian. Dang. Graha. He's an all-rounder. And Kryl. Again, something to read eventually, but that's fun. I love that. Yeah. Oh yeah. How's Pudding Way doing? That's the real question. I guess my pudding wasn't needed to stop the final days after all, but I persevere. Once people taste it, they'll be even happier than they were before the apocalypse started. I just know it. Pudding will save the world. Oh, good night, Gregster. Take care. Or is that something else? This is something else. Well, she wasn't hard to find, at least. I forget how you get the island. I'm sure Mary can point you in the right direction.
It's probably a plus quest then.
Yeah, it most definitely is. Well, that's an interesting bed. I feel like this is how she sleeps most nights.
I've never known your Stola to doze off in the middle of research before.
This is, there's a lot of sleeping in these quests, I've noticed. They're daunting me and Amy. That's kind of him to just wait. Not sure if pudding's enough to save the world, but a good creme brulee.
close my eyes for one moment.
Oh, she totally doesn't typically get moments like that.
How long have you two been here?
God, she's even starting to sound like Matoya. I was reading it, doing a slosh voice.
Oh my goodness. He's making me nervous.
Catching up on some light reading.
Something to that effect. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me.
I did. I signaled for water.
Yeah, me too.
As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
She needs to meet her, go back to her boyfriend.
So I promised Runar. But 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me? Alzadal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family. But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world. If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished.
That'll certainly get her attention.
An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
We just need to grab Urianger.
But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him and be on our way.
Didn't even put her books back. There's the Stolda. Unfortunately, I have not learned how to fly here yet. I just haven't had time to do all the side quests for Ether Currents. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I forgot. Never mind me then. Oh, it's just Elpis and Ultima Thule that I need to get all the quests for. Okay, cool.
Oh, this guy's working with him. This kid is working with the guy to sell the map. Oh no, Estinian, don't fall for it.
Remember what Estinian's known for?
Not being wise with his money.
Everybody in the chat was like, no, no, no.
Oh man.
Estinian falls for it again. No sign of Thancred.
But I think he wants the treasure to give to the kid.
Hmm.
Or maybe he does realize and he's just donating.
You'll learn very soon.
Our illustrious champion. Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
You get the sense that they imagine you are wearing Tataru's outfit.
Oh, I'm wearing it.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I changed into it right away.
Oh, nice.
But I want to dye it, but I can't because I'm not in my home world.
Oh, yeah, you are in that. It looks good on you. Not on me, though. I do not like it on me. I'm in my red mage outfit. I feel like that's dressing down for me. I just gotta keep looking dapper, that's all.
You just told me I'm dressed for adventure.
Hey, so is my red mage. This is adventurous right here.
I mean, anything we wear is dressed for adventure.
You can dye it manually, says the time stage, so you might be able to do it. It's good to see you well.
And thee, as ever, thou art the picture of strength.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loporrits had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind.
I knew it.
The four who have been working to advise them in this endeavor.
He's
but
learning.
I return to offer mine own counsel.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Ah, you have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle. I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loporrits now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts. Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon. So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation.
Aww.
But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos?
This is the canon explanation for the treasure dungeon there. Okay, cool.
This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation. How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
A very long time.
Aye. Though I cherish the Scions' accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Estinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
Hey, Thancred.
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
How was your pilgrimage?
Having an astrologian beside you on the road is surprisingly convenient. And it doesn't hurt that he's making strides with his light-hearted banter. In any case, as we made our way around Ilzabard, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? We need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages
yeah, because I
seen
got all the
fit
youth
to gather?
occurrence. I need to take you around at some point. But hey, you get to explore this place without having to see the red sky.
It's true. It's nice. When we first got here, it didn't have that either.
True, but it's been a while.
Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loporrits.
Ah, of course. And if you have a Stinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Feeling left out.
I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I?
That is the
In all
truth.
seriousness, 'tis best I sit this one out. Too many former Scions consorting with one another
yeah, it's
might be
nice,
things
isn't
that
it?
cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
All right, the party's assembled. Wish we had gotten you your ether currents for this place so you could travel faster. This place is just cool. There they are. Which option was I? Oh, I did. We might need an extra hand. That's who you pick? There's according to Alpha, that is the canon one. You pick the others and it'll just sort of like, oh, they're too busy. I picked that group because I was like, oh, let's get Cryo involved. Of course, she's not involved. I send you to recruit Graha and you return with an entire survey party. Hope Matsuya's boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. What he means is, we are grateful for the use of one of your precious fishing vessels. We are more than glad for the chance to provide it. I ask only that you take care to steer clear of the reefs and the shallows there. Aye, we will keep an eye out. Let's get some... I'm going to go with some alien soup because what the hell? Yeah. It's called alien soup. Azadal III. I confess I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? And what of the treasure he supposedly brought back? This undersea vault may hold relics from another reflection. My friends, we should temper our expectations. The map doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, aye. So let us dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Intense music for the travel. I don't know, I'm digging this. Nice, simple adventure. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm sure we have to look around and we'll be able to find exactly what we need to choose. Oh. Oh. I'm already at the, duty. Should we?
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. What we got? I have Sire and Arjan right here. Go start the normal raid quest line. I mean, I guess I could start that on the quest if we want to wait for Amy. Or go unlock the island. Which we do? Normal quest line or island? Actually, let's do the island. So how do we unlock the island, if anybody knows that? Because I would like Amy to be with us. Who do I talk to for that? Is that a Old Charlene? Thank you. Amy's still talking with Krylin Graha. But then you get this.
What the? What is that? Oh, he's so excited. Oh, Graha.
Got the Graha's tail going on there. Clueless Crier. Whoops. Oh, I think you need to finish 6.1 for it. Oh, okay. Let's take a look.
His ears.
Cutting the cheese.
He's tearing up.
Oh, wait. Oh, Seeking Sanctuary. Looks like we don't.
He's so excited. This is adorable.
Isn't it, though? Ah, here it is. Seeking Sanctuary.
What? Why do you want to invite Ishtola? It was just going to be a date. It was supposed to be just me and him, and he's like, how about Ishtola?
Well, that's because you gotta have
I got friend zoned.
It's because you have to have that way you have a party of NPCs for single player. Yeah. Maybe you wanted a date. It's added to the game in 6.2, but just needed to finish 6.0 to unlock it. I see. Good day to you, my fine fellow. Well, come to see Tataru Taru's boutique in the flesh, no doubt. Might I interest you in one of our world-famous silk socks? They're so comfortable you won't even realize you're wearing them. What's that? You're an acquaintance of the proprietress. Heavens, you're the Milan? Mistress Tataru has told me all about you. Come to think of it, I was to inform her immediately if you happen to stop by. Please, just wait a moment. I'll go and fetch her immediately. Considering we just saw her at the Rising Stone, she got here quick. Although I guess she can tell, use the aetherite crystals. There you are, Milan. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Business is booming and I can hardly keep up. Not that I'm complaining. It feels as if only yesterday I was welcoming you as my first customer, yet look at us now. But I'm sure you're wondering why I wish to speak with you. I have a surprise for you. A gift, in fact. A gorgeous, exclusive, and above all, properly registered Island Sanctuary. You heard that right. I, Tataru Taru, am presenting you with your very own island. I know you will be tempted to demur it with, are you certain? Or you're far too kind. Quite certain, and yes, I know, but I hope you can accept this gift in the spirit of friendship. I have seen the weight of the burdens you carry firsthand, after all. Sumo Annie, did Amy forget Estini was also coming along on the adventure already? She saw Graha and was just all about it. You wrote. He went with the kids, so like, oh, he's fine. You rose to become the champion of Eorzea, now a hero known across the star and beyond, which leaves very few places where you might be free of duty and expectation. As I considered where you might find such an oasis, an idea washed over me like an oncoming tide, the sea. In an island paradise with naught but the serenity of nature for malms, even you should be free to relax. So what do you say? Yes? 1,000 times yes. What are we waiting for? Toss me in the hold and set sail. It's good to know we're of the same mind. Truly, there is no time like the present to be on our way. We make for the Morabee dry docks. Look for Baldin, a skipper near the Aetherite. He should be expecting us. The mid 6.1 unlock after the dungeon is the Alliance raids. Aww. You get a special island quest accepted. Oh, Amy's at Ishtola. Hey. Hitting the books. Not quite. All the way at the... Wow, all the way there. Okay. I know you are. I told you, everybody's sleeping.
It was a big quest.
Mm-hmm. You were up a lot late. Amy's at the Ishtola scene.
You okay?
The music is what got me.
The music, oh, your head.
The music is what got me. Because I was not expecting him to cut it off like that. Ahoy there, lad. You must be the little mistress's friend. Been fixed up with your own island, eh? Said she'd be along shortly herself. Ah, but speak of the devil. What the? Oh my god. Island Tataru. Well, she has to wear this for Dawn Trail, right? Milan, I thought I'd dress light for our voyage, given the notorious humidity of the Southern Isles. I trust everything is in order, Baldin? Yes, a Lowland Tataru. Aye, just give me an holler when you're ready to set sail. You've nothing to fear where we're going, not since any marauder with an ounce of senses in them hung up their axe. This whole island sanctuary business came about from the Admiral reckoning we need something to do now piracy's off the table, matter of fact.
See Runar.
Mm-hmm.
She does like him.
Has to see her boyfriend. Just look at me, a bloody stand-up citizen ferrying folks around. You get to see a lot of vacation gleams for the characters by doing all the island quests. Oh, that sounds fun. Any road, you're packed rather light for a venture of this sort. You do realize you're responsible for bringing your own tools and supplies. Not to worry, we'll procure everything there. You'll know what now? How in the hell do you plan to do that? Oh, I have a little something in mind. Let's just say the idea was good enough to land us our permit. Is that so? Well, best of luck to you both. I'm sure you're just itching to see your new domain, so I'll fill you in on all the juicy details once we arrive. Oh, good night, Cat Evie. Make your preparations. We leave the port the moment you give the word. I'll be waiting for you on the ferry. The island sanctuary is now accessible. I was saying the same thing. Oi there, lad. Where can I take you? Oh, you can visit Acquaintances Islands, too. That's fun. Can you visit... so, would I be able to visit, like, Amy's island? Or is it only people on Diabolos? I've never owned property before in this game. I don't have a apartment. I don't have a house.
I mean, I could go, like, you can go to my house, but
right.
You have to be in my world to see it.
Okay, I have to be in your world in order to visit your island.
Yeah,
okay. Fair enough. Milan, look towards the horizon. Beautiful, isn't it? You okay? What's wrong? You know, the animals were looking cute until that last guy. Welcome to your new horizons. Ah, there's nothing like a sea voyage to rekindle the adventuring spirit. So what do you think? This untamed isle is yours to cultivate as you see fit, or not, as it were. If nothing else, think of it as your personal hideaway, a not-so-secret one. Wow, that's way bigger than I thought. Holy crap. How the heck did you buy it at this island? The refreshing caress of the wind, the soothing whisper of the waves, how liberating. I admit I've been looking forward to joining you here. Shame it's raining. Now, this may come as a bit of a surprise, but the isle was once commandeered by a band of pirates and used as a supply base. Fortunately for us, the group disbanded years ago, and the isle has since largely returned to its natural state. As you know all too well, Merwib's never been one to sit around idly. She's had her eyes on the Sildalis, formulating plans for island settlements for years. Now that a sense of peace has settled throughout the realm, she finally decided to put those plans in motion. A chosen few have been permitted to become keepers of private islands in this vast archipelago, and you're one of them. My industrious idea of procuring all materials needed to settle here locally struck a chord with the Admiral when she read my proposal, so much so that she was happy to grant me a deed. This is not exactly a one-man job. Not to worry, I have arranged for ample assistance. I shall happily introduce you in just a moment, but you'll need to follow me toward the charming little clearing I've designated as your base of operations. If we simply clamber up that slope ahead and proceed along the path, we should soon bump into, well, you'll see. I like that there's a built-in explanation for why there's multiple islands that you can visit. Just everybody's settling these islands. Felicitous Furball. All these are the guys that are helping out in Charlayan. Okay. Allow me to introduce you to the Felicitous Furball, the leader of your team of helpers. Well, 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 if it isn't the owner himself, it shall be my pleasure to advise you whether you desire it or not. Oh yes, I think we'll get along just fine. In addition to our feline friend here, I took the liberty of preparing a variety of other mammoths to assist with construction and development of the Isle. You'll be pleased to know that they are the latest and greatest models developed by one of the most brilliant minds in Charlayan. Guy by the name of Vegapunk. Don't worry about it. I heard that a professor at the studio was searching for a means to make use of his advanced automata. To make a long story short, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and managed to acquire all of them for the unbeatable price of free. As I understand, the mammoths were produced in secret whilst the Forum formulated plans for the mass exodus. Intended to be used as laborers on distant stars to help in constructing a new home for the people of Aetheris, it seems all reason for their existence vanished when this threat to our star was erased. As you can imagine, the professor was quite conflicted over what to do with the remains of what may well have been his life's work. But after some negotiation, I convinced him to entrust them to us, on the condition we share the data retrieved from the development on the Isle. Further, while I know it sounds like an ordeal and I have to procure all necessities from the land itself, there is ample practical justification for such experimentation. You see, the Admiral's vision is for people from all walks of life to have access to these island sanctuaries, and my idea might just be the most effective way to accomplish that. If one has the capital at hand to purchase the materials and equipment needed for such a bold endeavor, it is a simple matter to subsist safely and comfortably in a remote location, but that limits potential isle keeps to a paltry few. What of those without such funds who simply wish to enjoy nature and live off the land? We must prove that such a feat is possible, and assist in providing these would-be isle keeps with the knowledge they need to succeed. Only then will these islands be truly be sanctuaries. A level 1000 mediator. She rolled high in charisma. Fret not, Mistress Tataru, while with authentic Charlayan ingenuity and know-how at my claw tips, this simple-minded individual, excuse me, despite the enhancements in vocal organ design, the mechanism still gets stuck from time to time. Goodness, that's a relief, but I should leave you to get properly acquainted. I'll return to see the fruits of your partnership when they're ripe for the picking. Oh god, a test of your tree flexes.
Yes.
Amy's good at tree flexes. For now, enjoy your personal paradise. Cultivate the land or explore. The choice is yours. I just realized what the Felicitous Furball reminds me of. It's a class from the Final Fantasy III remake on the DS. What was there was a class let's see. I know there was one. I'm looking it up now. Here it is. Devout. Let me see here. I'll pop it into Twitch. There you go. Yeah, all of you already know the Devout. Oh, a seer from Tactics Advanced 2. Oh, okay. I never played that one. But yeah, totally a Devout outfit. Yes, welcome to the island. Give the word when you've finished ogling the surroundings. I'd prefer to get on with this sordid business sooner than later. I should also very much like to discuss the matter of my payment. Alright, you may invite party members, free company members, and friends to visit your island sanctuary once it has reached a sufficient stage of development. Well, there we go. Got my own island. Oh boy. Welcome to your new home in the Southern Seas, your own personal island sanctuary. Explore the wilds, build landmarks, grow crops, tend to animals, and enjoy everything this slice of paradise has to offer. Adventurers of all inclinations can enjoy island sanctuary life regardless of crafting or gathering experience. Come as you are. Accumulate island experience by engaging in activities on your island to increase your sanctuary rank. As your sanctuary rank increases, so too will the facets of island life available to you. Realize visions for your newfound sanctuary by following a series of simple steps, and life on your island will be nothing short of perfect before you know it. Alright. How big is this place? Oh my god. Wow, it's way bigger than I thought. Getting experiences slow early on. That's not too surprising. Now listen, Milan. May I call you Milan? Well, I will anyway. Before we get started, I want to make it very clear that while you may be the owner, I command the mammoths, and as such, I demand a considerable sum. I would hate for us to get off on the wrong foot. With that settled, beyond this slope lies a clearing that Mistress Tataru believed would serve well as the base of operations. Let us give it a look, shall we? Amy was so excited for this when she first heard about it. There are areas on the island you can't get to until you've leveled up enough to fly. Oh yes, you're almost ready. You're almost set. A fine place to set up shop, would you not agree? Yes, I think it will do nicely. Now, while it has much potential, this clearing is currently as bare as a white baboon's buttocks. We'll need some form of shelter from the elements if we're to truly make something of the place. Mistress Tataru has told me of your exploits, but I think it's safe to assume chopping down a tree with your bare hands is outside your repertoire. Not that I ask you even if you could. We need tools for delicate work of this nature. As such, the first order of business will be to craft yourself a hatchet. You'll need 3 palm leaves and 2 stones and branches each. Follow the east along the path and make your first foray into the wilderness to procure them. Should you get any funny ideas about exploring the isle and opt to leave me out here to waste in the rain, you will find my twin, the Furious Furball, waiting for you instead. Wow. Before you go, I have something to ask you. It's called the Isle Keeps Index. It's to help you keep track of your projects here on the island. Can't have you running about watering mammoths instead of plants. That should be all for now. Safe travels. I'll be waiting here should you need me. If I've disappeared, it's because I've been mauled by a wild animal, I assure you. Yep. Alright, you can now collect materials and more with the Gather mode, which may be enabled by selecting the appropriate icon from the mode section of the Isle Keeper's Index. For additional information regarding gathering on the Isle, access the guide from the Isle Keeper's Index. Alright, you may perform all the actions necessary to develop your island sanctuary by utilizing the modes available in the Isle Keeps Index. Finally, make use of duty actions, mounts, and modes to become the master of your new domain. Oh. I need to do some HUD layouts. Oh, you can maybe be able to visit. I didn't realize you could find me that easily. Cool. I can't move this stuff, can I? It seems to just be there. Alright. well, if we got the duty unlocked. Oh, Arjan's here. I need to invite you, so let me get into the party. Now the friend list. There we go. You get to see my Bear Island. All right.
Kuma's not there. Or Monokuma.
Yeah, not Monokuma. Yeah, oh my god. Wow. I think you get exclusive minions and mounts here too as well. Sayo's Island gear. I have to get something like that as well. It's Arjan. Alright. Well, let's say we actually move back to the main story. You ready? Oh, I have to talk with the duty box. Thank you, Lomline. No, we can't. This, not until we're able to. Not until we reach Dawn Trail. That's when we'll be able to do it. Did you glamour that, by the way?
Me? Oh.
We're gonna give you a little bit. We're gonna give Amy a little bit of time to. Yeah. Ooh. We're all about the islands here. Ah. Man, if I didn't always use the quest names, I would totally call this part Islands of Adventure. Nice. It's fine. Alright. Let's check out this island. Yeah, I like it. It really does give the sense of like, this is just for fun. Yeah, this is... Amy can start doing Island Sanctuary streams. It might be for some people. I have no idea. I'm not much of a farming sim person, so I'm not really a great one to answer that. And they're dead. Ooh. That's very cool. Oh yeah, I never looked up what the special action I got for the Red Mage. Whoops. Probably not a bad idea to look that up, because I'm sure it's something good. What does the Red Mage get? A third finisher to the melee combo. Ooh, I love that. I love my melee combo. Does it automatically pop up? Do I have to put it in there? I'll take a look at the actions before we get to the next boss. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well. Oh, okay, it's automatic. Perfect. Thank you all. Ah, Queen Jellyfish. Or King Jellyfish, I guess it is. Ambu Jam. Yeah, I like it. Big wave. Where's this big wave gonna be? Oh, here it is. Here's resolution. Oh, that looks sweet. I love the combo you get. Oh boy, I'm gonna get out of there. Oh, I still got. Oh, just be ready to move on to the next one. I love that. I love that set. That is so cool. Very much a specific Final Fantasy XI expansion vibe going on. Cool. Seekers of Audolin. Yeah, I've never touched... Well, I have been ages. Not since the launch of 11. I got a sense of where to go. I think over here. Yep, I was right over here. Yeah, I did too. Is not quite as fast enough. Right. I didn't even look safe. He's colorful at the very least. Yeah. Kind of wish Verfire and Verstone would get upgrades. They're still just level 1. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get an idea. He's about to die. Can pickle him. Yeah, I didn't realize it was a teleporter at first either.
I thought it was gonna be like Mario Galaxy where you can just step in.
Mm-hmm. We're getting close there. We're at 6.1. Dead Alpha Lion. And it ends at 6.55. Moved. Oh jeez. Go. Pretty much a jungle treasure hunt expansion. Yeah. Honestly, it's already feeling like it's summer vacation for us. At a certain point, it just makes more sense for me to start doing my single hit spells rather than the all hitting spells. Just because it's not doing enough. We'll just prevent as much of yeah, the ads as possible. I was just unleashing my whole set. Sorry, I also went to read the chat. Mm-hmm. He's a king crab. Oh. Armored chariot. Oh. I wanted to go. I was avoiding the spaces where it was okay getting away from those walls. Ooh, that was close. Oh, we got hands. I hope this is over enough. Barely. The third boss is the fun one. I'm not sure if it's fun or fun. Although I'm digging this boss. There we go. I know. I realized it's been taking you a while. I was like, oh, I feel bad for Amy. Oh. Pfft. Better. Something else. Sweet, this is better stuff. It's starting to look like Aladdin down here. You gotta touch nothing but the lamp. There you go. Something for your dancer.
I got it.
But you can roll need, so. Right, but nobody else can roll need. It always prioritizes need, doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't? Oh. For some reason I thought it... Never mind. Right. Oh. Mm-hmm. I still haven't taken a look at what changes the red is happening to the red mage in Dawn Trail. Love they're actually dealing with mimics. Oh yeah, they are getting a new summoners are getting a new summon, but it's another Bahamut. Would have been cool if it would have been one of the other summons, but you know, Bahamut's always fun. Red Mage isn't changing much. Gets a follow-up to the melee combo. That's not technically another finish, but sort of is. Well, I love the melee combo. Building up to it is always fun. Kiko? Kiko's having hiccups or something. Oh. Summoner's getting almost nothing. It's disappointing even more so because I play as a raid tier. Oh. Maybe it's already good. Oh. Kapikulu. That's a fun design. Instead of belts, it's a bunch of cloth. Yeah. Alright. See what Kapikulu is all about. Ah, the Hanish are known for their luxury cloth. Whoa. Yeah. Definitely, he's definitely going to try to blow us. Yep. Whoa. Oh gosh. Oh, it's like the it's like frickin' Fall Guys. Not quite. Better control. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, what's he doing? Oh, jeez. we go again. Oh no. They're still spinning. Oh no. Yeah, I imagine we'd be dizzy after all that. My God. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is fun. He's pulling a green. I assume we got to be over here for some reason. I don't know why. I can't tell you the reason. I just happen to always pick the right one to stand next to. Green, go to yellow. Got him. Same color rope as the one the boss points at is AoE. Okay. That was fun. Mm-hmm. All done, everyone. Don't need that. Well done, everyone. Alright, let's see what comes next. I honestly don't know how much is left of I'll get joy as our victory pose again. Yeah. I don't have any quests left of the 6.1.
What have we here?
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
6 more quests off after this. Okay.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Oh. Hey, Vertra.
Vritra.
Vritra.
My apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our union. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
I mean, I have to go with that one.
I'll ask what it was.
Wasn't going to touch it, but you know Y'shtola.
You and I will speak later.
Just like the music's like, Joe. She slowly turns towards you.
So
That's amazing.
for this one, he just says, perhaps I should simply show you.
Not the time for frivolity, my friend. Not the time.
Yeah, you got way more.
This something
Honestly, fear most of the women in the Scions.
Might it be some manner of threat?
They're still going, dang. Alright, now we're probably caught up. You
Perhaps I
definitely
should
have some
simply
more
show you.
lengthy fun.
Oh, for sure. That's a nasty looking soup.
Doesn't seem good.
Y'shtola's all like, I'm down for this.
Like, I can use that to travel between worlds.
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Oh. Alright, let's do it. Yep, portal to the 13th. Void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. The difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. A fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is the product of a deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. To think that our search for material riches would lead to this priceless discovery. That swirling emptiness, it puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory. An age 5 millennia passed when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Mericidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors.
So much for a simple treasure hunt adventure. Yep.
Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities.
The Warring Triad.
In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void, thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other. The two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ashdaya. We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ashdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ashdaya risked her all on a final gamble. She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root
that was
of their
Zonde's
strength.
place of rule. Yeah.
I tried to follow in her wake,
That is, yep,
determined
that's it.
to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her. And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Alagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Alag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radzat was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure. It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn. Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of Void-sent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Razat Khan and abandoning your sister. And you chose the latter.
'Twas not that thy sibling scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness.
You can do the Nero one.
As did I.
Turn purple.
Were it not for Une and Doga,
Yes.
or Nero
Spoons had
for that
allowed the
matter,
void's corruption
we
to
might
enter his
never have
body
made
and
it
twist his
home.
ether.
As did I. Were it not for Une and Doga, or Nero for that matter, we might never have made it home.
Had it been allowed
Do
to
you
progress
remember
much
what
longer,
happened
I
to
presume
Nero?
he would have been fully transformed.
How his wounds allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether.
Then there's little hope for Ajdar.
Do you remember what happened to Nero? How his wounds allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his
Had it
ether?
been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ajdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities. The scales of the first brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late. And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Reunite them.
Maybe.
Get a happy dragon ending for once.
That would be nice. So they managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I will tell you what I can. First, however, I must return to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the guards you so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. My apologies. We were perhaps a touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If the constructs can be repaired, we would be happy to offer our assistance. That will not be necessary. Much as I retain spare vessels for myself, we keep duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Radzat-Han. That way, if you want to run this duty again, you can. High Crucible. Back to Radzat-Han. Bahamut, Tiamat, Relsvagar, Nidhogg, Ratatosk, Vertra, and Azdaya. We now know the fates and have met several of all 7 dragons of Midgardsormr's first brood. Bahamut dead, Tiamat free, Relsvagar tired, Nidhogg dead, Ratatosk dead, Vertra leader, Azdaya lost. Not great for most of them, let's be honest. No shortcut. Always there. Oriange's got some tips for building dungeons. I promised we would discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Vault's sentinels. As your instruments have no doubt informed you, the Kapakulu has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage and see that it is conveyed to its post along with a few lesser constructs. Was it tomb robbers? Fiends born of the Tower of Zot? By the sisters, do not tell me of blasphemy yet roams free. This is awkward. Nobody can tell them. Even Oriange's like, Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for the... Oh. Well, the details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. That's amazing. And with that, the question of the vault will soon be secure once more. Now, I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact, but I'd like to begin with the gate itself. It is still functional, yes? Indeed, which is why I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and warded it with my magics. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. In truth, the primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. So much effort for such a little door. That little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the lowliest of void scent, and from this side, no man would be able to pass through. No man? I should think Alphino would fit, given a firm enough push. Physical size is only one consideration. The true restriction hinges upon the etheric density of the soul in transit. And yet you succeeded in expanding this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 13th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemists, I should have destroyed the anomaly when I found it, but instead I bade them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, they accomplished the impossible. A method was conceived by which my magics could manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. But the process has long since been forgotten. Once I had given up searching for Asdaya, there was no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate lain dormant, for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th was made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. An ancient mechanism channeled the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate, one bound to a convenient covenant made with the Cloud of Darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken and the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it should be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void scent, but such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of the Bounty Gate. Mayhap you could resume the search for your sister. As I have already explained, I put those futile hopes to rest centuries ago. My place and my duty is here now. I meant to ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? It was Alstinian's idea. I'm gonna go with it's Alstinian's idea. As I recall, it was you who was chasing tales of undersea ruins.
As you've seen, the fabulous world
And that's when I got yours. So you didn't get anything else. It was just right into that. Yeah, and Stini's just like, no, it wasn't. Well, as you've seen, the fabulous wealth. I've been adding to that trove for years, little by little. But the time has come to spend it, that I might alleviate my people's suffering. Then we are of one mind. We had no intention of taking it for ourselves. Isn't that right, my friend? Shtola's thinking. Plotting. Your Excellency, would you object if I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate? I will make no attempt to open it, of course. I owe you and yours a debt that can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I shall take full advantage of your permission. Would that I could join thee in thy study, but the Loporrits will be anxious to receive my report. I beg my leave of you. And I must be off to Charlene as well. Mistress Cryle was eager to speak with you about that request, so please come back to the annex as soon as you're able. Farewell for now. And then there were 3. We can discuss my findings once I return. You'll not be rid of me so easily. You may now undertake the Chronicles of a New Era quest series, Myths of the... Oh, this is the one that deals with the 12. That's Myths of the Realm. Well, that's cool. That's one we might do in our own time. The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Will you lend me your assistance in these deliberations? Of course. Thank you, Milan. Milan and I are in this together. I will follow his example. I think we'll do one more quest, provided it's not super long. Just to get us to an even 3 hours, and then we're going to call it. Oh, something's happening elsewhere. Maybe not another quest if this is long. Pretty sure this is Final Fantasy IV music. No way. I heard it was 4 related for this whole set. Oh, I totally get why. Oh, hell yes. This is Golbez, the big bad of Final Fantasy IV. The 4 thrones around him are each an element, his 4 fiends that you fight throughout Final Fantasy IV. I sense the breaching of a gate, and it was not instigated from this side. 'Twas thrown open from the other. I too felt it. A rare occurrence, yes, but such a tiny portal is beneath our notice. There are more pressing matters at hand. Rubicante. I was messaged I was going to start the stream, was never found a good time to post. Don't worry, Derek, you're just going to hate the EW patch storyline. You won't enjoy it all. Not a single bit. Nothing for you specifically in it to like in it. Nope, not a nothing. An opportunity is upon us, the coming of which we have waited for nigh on 10,000 years. We dare not let it slip our grasp. Yet we must not underestimate he who bested the cloud of darkness. Even restrained by a covenant, the cloud was no feeble wisp to be dispersed by some flesh and blood mortal. I'm blanking on the other fiends off the top of my head, other than Rubicante. Bah, let him come. I will drown the world and watch his fleshling grasp for breath in his final moments. Your zeal is admirable, but forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles up beneath this sunless sky. Remember why we cede not our will to fight. This time we set the war in motion and win redemption for our star. God, Golbez looks so cool.
I thought he had a tiny head.
I think he's meant to be a sort of Darth Vader analog. Play Final Fantasy IV. Alright. Last quest. Sharing the wealth. This should be pretty quick. Shall we begin? If we are to spend the treasure wisely, then we must first determine which groups would benefit most from the monetary assistance. Some of my citizens may find it intimidating to speak with the satrap directly, so I would ask that you act in my stead. Milan, you are to visit Akyali and Yedlamad, speak with Matsia and his people, and listen to their grievances. Estinian, I bid you do the same at Palaka Stand. I will be conducting my own inquiries in the Giant Skull grounds. Once you believe you have ascertained the needs of the populace, we can reconvene at Megaduta. Oh, I know my Final Fantasy IV, well, for the most part, Alpha. Let's see, it's Rubicante, Barbarisha, Cagnazzo, and Scarmiglione. That's it. Thank you, Geek Gear. Oh, you're going to Palaka? Okay. No worries. Yeah, we need to go back to Yedlamad. Well, if it goes in the order of the game, Scarmiglione will be the first, then Cagnazzo, then Barbarisha. We shall see. I definitely need to take the flyer around this area.
You fly here?
Yeah. I was doing this while you were streaming Kingdom Hearts. I've been meaning to do it, we just haven't had a chance. Out of curiosity... I can't just teleport to the island, to my personal island yet, can I? Doesn't seem like it. Have to figure out how to do that at some point. Oh, Milan, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. You finished with the boat, then? Morbi Dry Docks is the closest you can ever get. Okay, I always have to go through there. That sucks to just go through the dry docks. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Kalzal's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best as we can. Back this way. It's an entrance because it's an instance. I see. Oh well. Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thavnir, then you must try my special Amr Lassi. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. What could Such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil, but for you, I am willing to go as low as an even 10,000. You'd be practically stealing it from me. I am not a Estinian. Estinian, who is... you're the man who was with that spear-toting fellow. Well, you can hardly blame a man for trying. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sisters, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the street. How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more now that the danger is past, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kazal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. Alright, back to Megaduda. And this will be... I know this is not the end of 6.1, but this will be... I feel like this is a good place to stop. Especially because Amy and I still need to recover from our sleep. Ah, my advisor's return. I have just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least, and there are a few places I can enter comfortably without risk of flattening some cart or stall. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palaka Stan were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yedlamad. From what I understand, they have always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like, and I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palaka Stan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader, but such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. We must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so that we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn of Inakyali and Yedlamad? I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yedlamad. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome, but we will not. Milan, Estinian, I will consider the perspectives you brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. This is very much like post Stormblood. Gotta spread that cash.
I thank you for your attendance. The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need. And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul. Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly,
God, you can still see his wounds from giving us the scales.
currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlamad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt. Commerce must flow once more. None were spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this, I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
And what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. A simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come.
Fritra is such a good leader.
Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest course?
Oh boy, we're introducing taxes. If you've opened custom deliveries, you get an extra option here. What are custom deliveries? Have you done that, Ian? Then you might have this option. Ooh, that's exciting.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I guess we'll find out. I get to introduce taxes. Crafter or gatherer stuff.
We create a reliable source of revenue. Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring
I don't know if we've done that, Geeky Griffin.
Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their future earnings towards the running of an orphanage.
Yeah, I've certainly not done that. I'm not even sure Amy's done those.
No. Such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Something with Calzal seems appropriate.
A fitting candidate. Calzal should be remembered not as the blasphemy which terrorized Daphne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shores. Do any among you object to this proposition? Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. When I think of Calzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well. Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Calzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor.
Some good social policies going on around here.
Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. I'm reminded of Ishgard.
Alright. Pancakes, compote, or beverage. The dessert sounds nice. Alright. And... oh, hold on. Yeah, okay. That will be that for now. Got our tease of freaking Golbez and the Four Fiends. We've got the treasure spread about, and we got nice little clues of what's to come. Obviously, we didn't make it through all of 6.1, which is fine. But I'm definitely curious what else will come about thanks to all of this. Obviously, Amy's still enjoying the cutscene right now, so I probably she was taking care of Ether quests. So, thanks for joining us. Really do appreciate it. We are, I think, making pretty good progress through all of this. We should hopefully be better off tomorrow. A bit more rest, and Amy won't have backup in it. Whatever the rehearsal for how many hours.
Well, there was that and Sydney's graduation, so I'm just exhausted.
Yeah. Amy's very, very, very tired. So hopefully tomorrow we'll go a little bit smoother, get through things a little bit quicker, and see what's next for this whole storyline. But I'm enjoying it so far. Yep. Thank you, everyone. Let's see who we can raid real quick. If anybody. Let's see. We're not going to raid Momo 2 days in a row. Arel, who's streaming Minecraft. What are they? What's their size? I think I spelled it wrong. It did not pop up. I'm sorry, Sonic Joe. When I look up that name, when I search that name, nothing comes up. Just no luck there. But that's all right. We won't worry about rating anybody tonight. It's late, so we're just gonna take it easy. Thank you all for joining. Really do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for more Final Fantasy XIV as we reach 6.2 almost undoubtedly. I don't know if we'll beat 6.2, but again, no big deal. And just keep things moving. So, yeah. And of course, on Sunday will be more Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. So, look forward to all of that. And hope you all have a wonderful night. So, see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.